KW8WKY.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA, personal Eric. I am the logger for tonight's BeaconNet on the W8WKY repeater, and I have started a NetLogger session on the list as the BeaconNet. And if you would like to get on the log early and get a good seat down in the front row, get a crick in your neck, please call now.
If I want to be parked in the back of the bus, EDP seat. I wanted, AB8O.
This is KE8VZA returning. I got you there, Dustin, KD8EPC, and also Andy, AB8MO. Also, I picked up from the blue screen, Josh, KE8YUG. Anyone else that would like to get on the early list before our wonderful announcer speaks at 9:30 to announce our presence officially, for the pre-show anyway, please call now.
Okay, QV. Nick, open the stage curtain up because you're on stage, KCFQV.
KC8FQV, this is KE8VZA. Got you on the list there, Mark. Actually, tonight we have Nick at night. I don't know if that was the Nick you were referring to, but he will be our net controller at 10. And Mike, KE8QWE, will be running the pre-show in about 6.5 minutes. But we got you on the list there, Mark. Thanks for checking in. Anybody else who would like to get on the early list, please call now.
N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, going to be in and out this evening.
Very good, Mike. N8WHR, I've got you on the log in and out. Thanks a lot for checking in with us. And 73 is to you, sir. Anyone else for the early check-in list, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Kilo Alpha, Josh in Akron.
Kilo Echo 8, ZZR, Harry in Wadsworth.
All right, KE8VZA returning. Got you on the list there, Josh, my KE8BKA, my V-Space A brother out there, and also Harry. with a very cool call sign. I got KE8ZZR on the list. Thank you both for checking in. We have a little under 5 minutes before the announcement for the pre-show, and we all have to be very quiet because we have to hear her voice. It just does something to my soul. So, but if you'd like to get on the list before then and get a good seat up front, please call now.
Actually, Eric, KE8BKA, I should have said we're going to be in and out tonight, but hopefully you're doing well, and thanks for doing the pre-show. And could you check in and out KE8YUK as well? Thanks so much.
Roger, Josh. I have you and Lucy, KE8YUK, on the list as in and out. Thanks for confirming that. And 73s to both of you. Anyone else who'd like to get on the early list for the Beacon Net on the W8 WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147.390, PL tone, 114.8, positive off of that. So if you want to check your radio settings, you might want to, if you're not sure, go ahead. But if you'd like to get on the list, we have a little under 4 minutes left. Please call now.
November Kilo. Checking in and out tonight. Good evening.
KE8VZA returning. Last station, I think maybe somebody doubled with you or there was some other interference issue. If you could please repeat your call sign. I think there was a November and a Kilo in there.
Kilo, Bravo 8, Lima, November Kilo. And I'll be in and out.
BC recheck.
KE8VZA returning. All right, Ron, sorry, your voice did sound extremely familiar there. I got you on the list in and out. Recheck KD8EPC. Go ahead, Dustin.
All right, thanks, Eric. Yeah, before you got Ron there, Shannon called in and tried to check in a couple of times there. QC5 RBG, you guys were doubling there, so just make sure you get him on the list, and please mark me mobile, because I'm mobile and eastbound right now.
KD8EPC, KE8VZA. All right, Dustin, thank you for the relay. I have Shannon on the list, KC5RBG, real big guns, and I've got you marked as mobile. Anyone else? We got about a minute and a half before we have to have total silence for our announcer. Please call now.
W8OIO, Whiskey 8, Oscar, India Oscar. Name is Mike, and I'm in Knox County, and I'm a check-in only.
W8OIO, Mike, this is KE8VZA. Got you on the list as check-in only. Thanks for checking in. I hope you enjoy the show. Anyone else? We have a little over a minute left. You can squeak in the early list. But if you don't make that, don't fret. Mike will be taking check-ins after he takes over the pre-show. Please call now.
This sounds like Eric. WA8KOC, Fred, Akron, Echolink, Mobile. If you check me in and out, I'd appreciate it, buddy. You guys have a great net. WA8KOC, back to net control.
WA8KOC, KE8VZA. Very good, Fred. Got you on the list in and out. Thanks for checking in. And 73 to you. Hope you're having a good evening. And at this time, I'm going to pause, and we're going to wait for our announcer for the pre-show. And then Mike, KE8QWE, will take over.
W8WKY. The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
CQ. The lady has spoken. We're going to start the pre-show for the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. This is Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, on the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. If there is any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. I'm going to take a quick break. Okay, it looks like it's quiet, which is good. The net is on the following: the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48496 and Echolink connection of Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee Romeo. Oh, good. I got that out of the way. Well, let's go ahead and do the ever popular Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's go ahead and start with Nick at Night. Kilo Echo 8, QKO. Hello, Nick.
KEQKO. Hello, Mike, and hello, everyone on the net. All right, sir, you're sounding good to me. So with that, I'll be standing by until the start of the net, and I'll pass it off to you, KEQKO.
Nick, you sound absolutely perfect. Nice and quiet and clear. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8QKO. Let's go down to KE8VZA. Hello there, Eric.
KE8QWE, KE8VZA. Hello, Mike. You're sounding good tonight. Good to hear you. This is KE8VZA back to net control, pre-net control.
Okay, Eric, you sound fine, and you've been doing a fantastic job. You are natural. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Medina and see what the Squatch of Medina's doing. KD8EPC, hello.
QWE on the pre-show, EPC. I'm on the phone here, so I'm going to let you go. I may or may not be around for the net, but call for me anyway. QWE back to net control.
Okay, that sounds good. Have a great night. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8EPC. Okay, just Nick, KD8SLG, hello.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Everybody sounding good tonight there, Mike. Have a great net. I'll be here. KD8SLG, back to pre-net control.
Okay, Nick, that sounds great. I'm glad that you are here. Okay, let's see. The last one is Alan. I don't think he's there, probably on the other net, but I will holler for him. KI5DAY, hello, Alan. KI5DAY. Okay, yep, Alan is on the American Airlines net. So let's go ahead and run down through the list and see what we got here. We have KE8YUG, looks like Josh. Hello, Josh. KE8YUG, Josh.
KD8SLG. I heard Josh was on the wrong frequency there. He may be here in a second. KD8SLG.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's see what's happening in the land of snow and maple syrup. AB8MO, hello, Andy.
All right. Yeah, be sure to don't key the mic too fast there, Mike, because they'll mess up all the linked connections here. This is AB8MO. I am here. What more can I say other than I'm here? I'm going to go take a shower so just Nick can do a brain bleach, as he likes to call it. Back she comes. This is AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, are you going to be with us after you take a shower? Over.
Yeah, I'll be riding along, carrying around VMW's big stick. So yes, I will plan to be around. I'm round enough as it is. I'm getting shorter and getting wider, but everybody already knew that. I'll be here. Back to that, AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, that sounds good. Going to go ahead and clear with AB8MO. Okay, let's go over to Aurora, see what Mark is up to. KC8 FQV, Mark.
Yeah, KCFTV here. Yep, a good day today. As a matter of fact, I worked a few nets. So I was listening to I checked in there with John, W2JLD. Yeah, we're back on terms. And, we're talking about beach on the air. Jeez. They're going to put everything on the air. There's so many things. There's one thing we could not put on the air, I don't think. Malls on the air. I don't think there'd be no malls. There's not many malls around. I got the dead malls on the air. Well, we could do high school stadiums on the air. I guess we give some ideas, and you never know. But I'll be around. So, yeah. So, well, I've seen some of the text Nick did send back and forth. So, we'll send it back to net, KCFTV.
Okay, Mark, that sounds good. Hey, this wouldn't be a net without you. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC8 FQV. Let's see, N8 Whiskey Hotel Romeo, which was Mike in Brunswick. He was in and out. KE8 VKA, which is Josh. He was in and out. And next of all, we have KE8 ZZR. Harry, hello.
KE8 QWE, this is KE8 ZZR. Good evening. Hope you had a nice day. It was a great day for myself, and I'll be riding along here tonight. Back to you, Ned.
Okay, Harry, that sounds great. Welcome to our net. Going to go ahead and clear with KE8 ZZR. And next we have KE8 YUK Lucy. She was in and out. So I'm going to move on to KA8 MNT Tom.
Well, good evening. This is KA8MNT, and I'll try sticking around tonight. If I don't answer when they call, just mark me as absent without leave. With that, this is KA8MNT, back to the net.
W8WKY.
Okay, Tom, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, next we had Ron in Orville, KB8 LNK. Ron, he was in and out. And then we have Shannon out in Tulsa, KC5, Real Big Guns. Hello, Shannon.
hopefully you're having a great evening. KC5RBG. And I'm going to try to stick around for the big show. And if I happen to fall asleep beforehand, before I get called anyway, mark me down as already left for the mental asylum. KC5RBG, back to net control.
Okay, Shannon, if you're sitting there going, they're coming to take me away, ha ha, he he, ha ha, something like that. I was kind of like that song. Yeah, I can kind of relate. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC5. Real big guns. Okay, next we had Mike, which was Whiskey 8 OIO. He was in and out. And then we had Whiskey Alpha 8 KOC. Fred, he was in and out. And now we have Whiskey 3 ETB. Eddie, hello.
W8.
Yeah, hi, Mike. Had a busy day with the granddaughters today, and their mom went to do some shopping and stayed for several hours. I guess that's typical of some people that do shopping. It takes them a while to do it. Anyway, so the granddaughters wore me and the wife out today, and so I'll probably be around at least, hopefully, to be able to give my answers to the trivia questions. So you can count on me to be here for a while. And after that, who knows? I'll probably be in Never Never Land. Turn it back to you there, Mike W3ETV. Back to net.
Okay, Eddie, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 3 ETB. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, in and out listening.
Okay, it sounded like there was somebody trying to come in with Chris. Could you try it again, please?
KE8YNJ, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee November Juliet, John Norton.
KZ8DG, how you doing tonight, John?
KE8QWE, this is Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, Chris and Amherst, KE8MMY.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run down through who I have. I picked up KD2HCE, that's Chris, he's in and out. Picked up John, KE8YNJ. Hello, John.
Hello, Mike. Good evening, everybody. And we'll be sticking around for the trivia and so forth.
Okay, John, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Let's go ahead and clear with KE8YNJ. Let's go. We have KC8TG. This is Tim in the... Hello, Tim.
Hey, good evening. How you doing tonight?
Good. Hey, it's cold out, but it's not snowing, which is a positive thing. Hey, Tim, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
Well, I'm going to stick around. I haven't been on the entire net, I don't know, ever. But I'll stick around and see how I do.
Okay, that sounds good. And welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Tim. Tim, KZ8TG. Let's go to KE8MMY. Hello, Chris.
Hello, everybody on the net. It was hard to tell if I had made it in there. It was a little quiet. I think it's just the nodes switching on and off, but I will be here for the whole net. I have tomorrow off, so I'm looking forward to some really awesome trivia questions. KE8MMY.
Okay, Chris, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8MMY. Yeah, I better go ahead and ID this thing. It's Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. It's quiet now, but that is common. I tend to get an awful lot of people at the very start, and then it slows up. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra, John, and Fairlawn. I'll stick my name on the list there. Good to hear you, Mike.
Okay, I picked up John, Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra. Sounds like you're going to be here for the entire net. Over.
Affirmative. Yeah, stick me in the list. I'll be in here listening, and I'm wide awake. I don't see going to sleep anytime soon, and I've got stuff to do while I listen to the really big show. So I'm sure I'll be able to hang in there till it's my point, and probably beyond. So yeah, stick me on the list, Mike.
Okay, John, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 2, Juliet, Lima, Sierra, also known as John. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
What time?
W8WKY.
Okay, the K8, what is it, SIN? You were very, very weak. Could you come with your call sign again? I just wanted to make sure that we get this.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, India, November.
Okay, that sounds good. And Eric is doing a fantastic job of logging. Okay, Joe, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
Yeah, I will be here
for the entire net. I may switch over to Echolink so that way I can get a better signal though. K8 said I am clear.
Okay, Joe, you have a good signal. It's just that your audio is a little bit weak. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8ZIN. And we picked up Matt, AF5JB. Hello, Matt.
Well, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out there on the net, and hope everybody's doing well. And have a good weekend. Hello around to take care of. We got all that done, and ate all that, and got around and got my chores done, and then went out and did about to play Batman Battle Royale, and another arcade called Cruise and Blast. That's always a good one, and a fun one. I went to Hard Rock. They ate a hamburger there, and I don't know what I was doing that for, but they ate a hamburger there, and I went to Hard Rock, and I won a little bit of money, and I went home and had me a beer and I went to bed, so I had a good time. Kind of took an easy day, too, so get ready for a whole new week. Anyway, after all that, that's all I got. Good to hear you guys, and have a good safe week out there, and 73. Thanks for having me on, and catch you on next time. And this is AFIJB, Matt, City Tulsa, Oklahoma, Battle Day Control, and catch you on next time. It's 73.
Okay, man, it sounds like you've had a great day. Hey, man, the hard rockin' Dave and Buster's is pretty hard to beat. So you go ahead and take care now. Gotta go here, head and clear with AF5JB. We have KE8 Whiskey Alpha, Gary. Hello. Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Alpha. Gary, hello.
For CA8W, you see a copy on me?
Yes, you are weak, but I can understand what you are saying. Over.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I'm over in the connection to the 700 machine go week today, so I'm here. Thank you. KE2A.
Okay, Gary, welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Alpha. Okay, well, I'm going to do a quick holler out for Josh. KE8 YUG, Josh, hello.
KE8 QWE, this is KE8 YUG, thanks Mike. I didn't want to enable the dual monitor, and I did, and it bit me there, so sorry about that, but I am here and I'll be sticking around. Good learning experience. KE8 YUG, back to free net.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YUG. Okay, if you would like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Ski, Bravo 2, Uniform, Foxtrot, Oscar, WD2 UFO, and this is Larry here in Mesa, Arizona. Bye.
Okay, we picked up Ben, which is KE8BHQ. Hello, Ben. Welcome to our net.
This is KE8BHQ. I just stepped away from the computer and I just got back. I heard somebody call me. I will be sticking around for the net.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8BHQ. Okay, Larry, Whiskey Bravo 2, UFO. Hello.
Thank you, Larry. I'm in Mesa, Arizona, where it has been beautiful weather today. It was sunny and bright and warm all day, and we're here for the winter. My home is in New London, Missouri, which is 100 miles north of St. Louis, but we're here from November until April in the Southwest, except for Tuesday. I'm going hospital on Tuesday to have a revision of my total hip. Had that done 20 years ago. They said it was going to last about 15 years, and guess what? It gave me 5 more years than I expected, and that's okay. I'm happy with that. Going to get it revised, and everything's going to be great. It's been 2 weeks in a a physical therapy halfway house kind of thing, and then back to the RV campground, which is a whole lot like a summer camp for adults. It's a RV resort that we're staying at. With that, thanks for running the net. This is WB2 UFO in Mesa, Arizona. Bye.
Okay, Larry, are you going to be here for the entire net and do trivia and all that, or are you in and out? Over.
So we just an invitation to come in and say hello. Yeah, I'll hang around. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. This is WD2 UFO, and I will be here.
Okay, Larry, that sounds good, and I'm sure the weather in Arizona is a little bit nicer in here. And granted, we've had a beautiful sunny day, but boy, oh boy, has it been cold. So, in any event, I'm going to go ahead and clear with you. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with Kilo Echo 8 BHQ. Okay. Oops, sorry. I think I lost my place. Okay. Looks like we have NJ5Z. Looks like that's one that's been added to our screen. And that is John. Hello. NJ5Z, John, hello.
Well, in Wellington, New Zealand. I'll be in and out tonight, thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. And again, your call sign was NJ5Z, over. Okay, could the last caller come back with your call sign again, please?
This is Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Zulu. That's Zulu Lima 2 Bravo Echo Zulu. Name is Paul, QTH Wellington City, New Zealand, and we'll be in and out. Thank you. Over.
Okay, Paul, that sounds good. I hope that you have a great night or a great day in New Zealand. That'd be a little bit different than here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with ZL2BEZ. Well, my shift is up, so I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing and pass it on over to Chris. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I'm going to go ahead and pass this on over to KE8 QKO. Nick and Night, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mike, and fine business on the pre-show as always. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8 QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WAWKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right. Sounds like there was somebody trying to get in there, but it was all static, and that's it. So maybe try to reposition and see if you can get a better signal in the repeater and try again. All right, nothing heard there. Maybe that station can try to increase their power or try to reposition and get in with us later on. We start taking more check-ins later in the night, which we will do. And before we start going through our list of check-ins, and Mike grabbed it up for us during the pre-show, we're going to go talk to our trivia masters this evening. We're going to start with K8VZA. How you doing, sir? And what do you have? What's your trivia question tonight?
KE8QKO. This is KE8VZA. I have the main trivia question ready to roll here. So here it goes. Joseph F. Engelberger, considered the father of robotics, created the world's first industrial robot in 1961. It was used on the assembly line. It was first used on the assembly line for what automotive company? Your possibilities are Alpha, General Motors, Bravo, Chrysler, Charlie, Mercedes-Benz, or Delta, Ford. I'm going to take a quick break and come back and read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with the reread of the main trivia question. Joseph F. Engelberger who is considered the father of robotics, created the world's first industrial robot in 1961, which was used on the assembly line for what automotive company? Choices are Alpha, General Motors, Bravo, Chrysler, Charlie, Mercedes-Benz, or Delta, Ford. And I will put this in the blue screen momentarily. This is KE8 VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you for a fine question there. I want to think about that one. Okay, I don't see him in the blue screen, so he's probably still in the American Airlines net. But let's reach out and see if he's available. KI5DAY, Alan, are you out there? Do you have the alternate question for us tonight?
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee, man, I just got in here. I just as soon as you called my name, I just walked in here. I haven't typed it in the blue screen yet. If you want me to do that first and come back, I can do that, or I can just give it to you and then type it in the blue screen, whatever you think.
You can go ahead and give it to us now before you type it in there. I think probably about half the people see it on the blue screen, the other half don't. So everybody can get a chance to hear it fresh right here on the radio from your wonderful smiling face this Sunday evening.
All right, then. Somebody keyed up on you for like a second or so there, but it didn't really block what you said. I could hear you over the key up. So whoever it was, stop it. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well. This is KI5DAY. I'll have tonight's alternate trivia for you, brought to you by Nabisco and I don't know, Hoffenmeyer's root beer. So let me let this drop, and I'll give you tonight's alternate trivia. Then shortly after, I will type it in the blue screen. And tonight's alternate trivia is as follows. Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. He's not only the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, but he is also skilled in the art of A, sword fencing, B, ballet dancing, C, Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's martial arts style, or D, playing the jug in the Cornwaldo Bean Bluegrass Hoedown. Let me let this drop, and I'll read it again. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here laughing my butt off. Okay. I shouldn't be laughing at my own crap. Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is not only the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, but he is also skilled in the art of A, sword fencing, B, ballet dancing, C, Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's martial arts style, or D, playing the jug in the Cornwaldo Bean Bluegrass Hoedown. KI5DAY, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Alan. I'm wondering, are you laughing because you're trying to picture Mick Jagger in a leotard? Because I am. I think that's funny. All right, we got our trivia questions read for us here tonight. So this is K8QKO and the W8WKY repeater. We're going to go through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And we're going to start with K8YUG. How you doing, Josh? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. Good evening, Nick. Good evening, everybody else out there. I'll start with the trivia. For the first one, we'll go with D Delta, and the alternate trivia A Alpha. So D Delta A Alpha. Yeah, just a good weekend working on projects. A couple different things going on, but trying to keep on top of stuff. And it's a good time though, having fun with it, playing some games and doing all that. And then yeah, it's been a cold weekend, so just kind of been enjoying the inside for the most part, and looking forward to some of the warm up here. Hopefully everybody has a good week, and yeah, not too terribly much else, but it was a good weekend, nice and relaxing for the most part. And
That's always good. So hopefully everybody has a good end of the week and gets a good start to the next week. But thanks for getting me in here. Thanks for running it, and we'll catch you up later on. K8YUG back to net 73.
All right, thank you, Josh. Can't beat a relaxing weekend. Can't beat that with a stick. So glad to have you in here. Next, we got your answers down as Delta and Alpha, and next we're going to go down to AB8MO. Andy, how you doing, Andy? And what do you have for us tonight?
K8QKO, the beacon net. Let me stop transmitting on FT8 so it doesn't give me all kind of weirdness. There we go. That should be okay. Brain bleaching, huh? Wonder where you got that from. Gee, I think I mentioned that during the pre-now. Okay, Eric, you're quite observant. So, yeah, that's something that just Nick likes to do as part of his routine, brain bleach. So, anyhow, let's see here. Trivium. I guess I'll go for A for Government Motors. And the bongo thing for the Cornwaldo being Mick Jagger. I don't know. I guess people are going to come and egg my house. I never thought the Rolling Stones were very good. I don't know what people see in them. I just don't like them. I think there's much better harmonious groups out there than the Rolling Stones. So there. Anyhow, Dustin, I see had a terrible burner at Culver's, and it's all his fault because he didn't invite me and the rest of the Beacon Net crew team. So there, that's his punishment. Hey, I worked a lot of DX to, well, FT8 if you call that a real ham radio. Got another band, got 80 meters for Uganda. That was cool, and worked Tonga, the DXpedition to Tonga on 12 meters. So I tried to get Guyana on a new band. I did get him on 160 meters the other day, so they just haven't been on bands yet that I haven't worked them on yet. So, but Guyana in the northern part of South America is a new country for me, so that brings me up to like 240 now, I think, or something. Not that anybody really cares. I'll catch y'all Wednesday. My all trivia answer, yes, is Delta there, Mr. Brain Bleacher. KD8V, what's your call? K8QK. Oh, Nick at night. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Looks like we got a question mark. I missed your alternate, or the alternate trivia answer from you. So you want to come back with that, please? Oh. It showed up as Delta. We got it there. Alpha and Delta. All right, thank you, Andy. And, yeah, I hope you enjoy that brain bleaching. I'm not sure I'd want to put bleach on my brain, but, hey, teach their own. Next, we're going to go down to KC8FQV. Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Not a lot. Just going to check in. I'll listen to the thing. I'll look on the blue screen. I'll come back later and answer them, but everything else went good tonight. Yeah, that NetLogger. There's a lot of nets up there. I was trying to figure out. They got the aqua color. There's a light one and a dark one. I thought when I was looking at another net, there was a D-Star net up there. And I didn't know what the U was, but that was unavailable or something. I thought the green was that way. You know, there could be a whole presentation just on how to use NetLogger and what it all means. There's a lot there. I remember my dad said when we got the second computer, he said, you haven't figured all the stuff the first one could do. Well, it's the software. But we'll send it back to the net control, KCFQV. I'll recheck later.
All right. Thank you, Mark. I'm sure it's going to show up here in a second. Next, we have two stations that ran it out. That was N8WHR and K8VKA. That takes us down to K8ZZR, Harry. How you doing, right, Harry? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yes, good evening. This is Harry at KEAZZR. Not much happening. Today was a nice day. Yesterday, not so nice with the snow. About 2 inches of snow here, but today it kind of melted, so I'll take it. And just another day closer to spring. And anyways, for the trivia, I think the main trivia I'm going to go with A. And the alternate trivia, I'm going to say A as well. So I'll turn it back over to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Harry. I got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Okay, our next station here was K8YUK Lucy, was in and out, and that takes us down to K8MNT. Tom, how you doing, right, Tom? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO. This is K88MNT. Had to stop and make sure I read that right. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else that's on the net. Well, trivia. Let's see here. Seeing how Ford came through with the assembly line and everything, making their Model Ts and that, I'm going to say Delta on the first one. Just a wag as far as that goes. And as far as to Mick Jagger, I believe that it's Bravo, that he was somewhat accomplished dancer in ballet, so I'm going to go with that one. Other than that, yep, it was a nice day, but it was cold, and we stayed home inside, where it was nice and toasty all day, and I got caught up on a lot of paperwork. I spent about 4 hours looking for manuals and schematics for a Lafayette Explorer Air Mark V, which is a 5-band shortwave radio that I happen to have. I think it works, but I want to get the manuals for it, so been looking for that all day. Other than that, I don't have anything else, so this is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango, turning everything back to KE8QKO.
W8WKY.
All right, Tom. Thank you, sir. Good luck finding those manuals. We got you down there for Delta and Bravo. All right, this is K8QKO and the W8WKY repeater going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. Our next station is KV8LNK Ron, who was in and out, and we are now down to KC5 Real Big Guns Shannon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the net tonight?
Hello there, Nick and Knight. Hopefully you're having a great evening. And it's funny because Mike was talking about the good old song, They're Coming to Take Me Away. And I, too, absolutely love that song. And, in fact, I loved it so much, I made a ringtone of it. And it's quite loud, too. It really grabs people's attention. And, of course, they kind of look at me kind of odd, but, hey, I am. It's been a long, 18 days to 19 days of the month. I have successfully cleaned my house out of all the clutter from both my wife and my stepkids. And now it's just down to my clutter, and I get to find places to put it. So I'm excited about that. Going to change things up around here and start having some fun with that. Let me let this reset. Mike, I want you to know that that was so I wouldn't time it out, because I know you don't like that. Anyway, for the trivia question, the primary is going to be the great state of Oklahoma. However, the secondary question, the alternate, is going to be Charlie. Definitely Charlie. And I'm going to stick with those because they're $1 million questions. So hopefully I'll win the jackpot. But it's been quite fun around here. Very painful because it's brought up a lot of the emotional, heart-wrenching stuff, dealing with my late wife's things. And it's also been very painful, just the process of being active and moving so much, bending and that sort of thing. My back is just absolutely locked up right now. So that's just kind of the situation I'm in, but boy, it feels good to have my house back. I'll tell you that much for sure. Other than that, puppy's doing good. She's getting bigger. It's about 17 weeks now. She's beating up Flash, which is the older dog. And he's getting very timid now that she's the boss. Other than that, I think it's good there. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless 73. Back to net control.
All right, Shannon, there's quite a bit to digest there. Well, I'm glad to see you're getting things back together, and it's sometimes difficult making you're getting through life and making things better one step at a time. And answering a trivia question without the great state of Oklahoma, I think I might have to change my alternate answer, because if you're that sure, I might have to go with it. Also, I'm going to say about things that Just Nick doesn't like. I'll tell you what, you can fill a club meeting with things that Just Nick doesn't like, and I know that because he did once. So that was a fun. It wasn't a bad meeting, but it was. He did fill things with things he didn't like. So it's good to have you in there, Shannon. It's good to hear from you. Nice to hear that things do go better and move along. Next two stations were W8OIO Mike in and out, and WA8KOC Fred in and out. That takes us down to W3ETV Eddie. How you doing, sir? And what's your traffic for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yes, hi, Nick. Just trying to stay in and keep warm. We had that snowstorm that hit, was it Friday night, Saturday morning. Didn't really amount to very much because actually the parking lots and the sidewalk and steps and everything was clear on Saturday morning. The daughter and granddaughters came over on Saturday, and they came over again today. So we had double exposure to granddaughters this weekend, which was good. Anyway, let's get to the trivia questions. I'm going to agree with Tom 100%. Tom, I believe you're absolutely right. I think that Ford probably was innovative enough to be probably the first ones to put in robotics. Of course, could be wrong, but General Motors sounded kind of good, but I'm going to go with Ford. So that was D, I believe, for the main trivia question. And for the alternate trivia question, I can actually see him in tights. Not a very pretty sight, I imagine. To to imagine him in tights, but yeah, you know, Jagger in tights, bouncing around, kind of is in my mind right now, and I'd like to get it out. So anyway, turn it back over to you, Nick. W3TV, back to that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. I just want to verify your alternate answer was Charlie, correct? Or Bravo, I mean. Your alternate answer was Bravo. Yep, it's on there. And now it's updated in NetLogger.
Yep, that would be Bravo, I think. The guy in tights. Back to you, Nick.
Yes, sir. We got you down there for Delta and Bravo. Next station was KD2ACE, and he was in and out. And we are now down to K8, Y, and J. John, how you doing, John? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is Kilo Echo 8, Yankee November Juliet. Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net as well. So really, I don't have a whole lot. Spent the day rebooting my security camera system, DVR, which decided to somehow get offline, and with the minimal instructions they gave you, it was about a 2-hour deal. But that burned up firewood, and the wood burner was about all we did. So I thought, well, good enough to hang around and check in tonight. So I'm going to give you the what I think might be the answer for the trivia. Main question answer is D, and the second question is B. I guess there was that song that had the lyrics "Move Like Jagger" in it, so I'm going to go with B for that alternate question. And that's about all I got, so I will send it back over to Net Control, KE8YNJ.
All right, thank you, John. Got you on there for Delta and Bravo. Next station is KZ8TG. Tim, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody on the net. I just wanted to prove myself that I could stay up this late. I only did it because I don't have to work tomorrow. My answer to the trivia question for the first one is going to be Ford, just because that's like a Captain Obvious kind of question, which doesn't guarantee anything, but it is what it is. And then for the second one, I'm going to guess the answer with a banjo in it. I got a banjo for Christmas, and I always wanted one, and so that's my jam right now. So, yeah, so how about that? So, yep, not a whole lot going on here. Sitting in the basement of the shack, got a wood burner, and I got a fire going real good, and it's nice and warm in here in spite of the fact that it's so cold outside. And that's a good thing. So before I time it out, I'm going to let it go. So back to you. Everybody have a good night. 7-3, KZ8TG.
All right, Tim. Enjoy the heat. And thank you, sir. We got you down there for Delta and Delta. All right, this is K8QKO and the WAWKR repeater going through, so check into the Beacon Net. Next, we're going to go down to K8MMY. Chris, how you doing, Chris? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO. This is Kilo Echo 8 Mike Yankee QKO for Beacon Net. So nice call sign that you have there. So don't be freaking. This is Deacon Beacon speaking. Now I sit me down to net the trivia question I might forget. If I snooze before it's done, I hope that all have lots of fun. The first trivia, I'm going to go with Ford. I think GM would be too slow, Chrysler too cheap, and Mercedes too exquisite. So
by default, I think it's going to be Ford. And then I can picture Mick Jagger as Elton John's Tiny Dancer, and also Mel Brooks' Men in Tights. So I'm going to put him in the ballet lineup there. I think he has the ability. So KE8 MMY, back to you, KE8 QKON net.
All right, thank you, Chris. Got down there for Delta and Bravo. Yeah, I'm wondering, do they make leotards in leather? That could be a good question. Maybe that's a hint of the answer. All right, next we have NJ5Z, John. How you doing, John? Hey, what do you have for us tonight? November Juliet 5 Zulu, John. How you doing, sir? Are you out there? Do you have traffic for the Beacon Net tonight? All right, nothing heard there. Perhaps John had to step away, and he can recheck later if he wants to get back with us. And next, that takes us down to W2JLS John. Another John. How you doing, sir? What do you have for us tonight?
KE8QKO, Nick. Good evening, sir. Good evening on your ears. Yeah, just hanging out in the radio room. It's been a good weekend. I mean, this weather, even colder. Today was just like perfectly gorgeous. Anyone that was not able to get out into it here in Northeast Ohio, it was just sunny, blue skies. It was awesome. Great day to go out at least driving. Again, it was still, I guess it was in the 30s, but nice. Got a lot of stuff done, and that always feels good. And then I was expecting to have to spend a lot of time doing work this weekend and getting ready for a big all-day meeting with 3 presentations tomorrow, and I got wind from my manager that was canceled, so I kind of set that aside a little bit and focused on some me time. Hit the gym and went swimming and started weight training a few weeks ago and just doing better, feeling good. Recommend to anybody, if you're thinking like you're too old to get back into shape, think about your diet and what else you could do to become a little more physically active. It's never too late. Anyway, the trivia questions, let me get back to that. So, on the fence with the first one. I've never heard of that guy, and I was trying to think of what company made the most sense just from a robotics perspective. I kind of like the folks going with Ford, but I'm going to go after GM on this one. And then the Mick Jagger question, again, I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence between. He seems like he's really skinny and probably very disciplined. When I was a young guy, I just assumed he was, into drugs and the rock and roll lifestyle. But at some point, he did seem to be very disciplined to be able to stay that thin all of his life. So that led me to either playing with Swartz or maybe I didn't recognize that martial art. But I'm going to go with that. Again, I don't remember even the name of it, but the martial art choice. I'm going to guess that. And yeah, it did also made me think of Taekwon Leap, that old skit from the Frantics. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, you do, and those of you who might know, Boot to the Head, now you know, and those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I put a link in the blue screen. W2JLS, back to you, Nick. Hope everyone's having a great night.
All right, thank you, John. Yeah, I'll second the not being too old to try to get back in shape, because I've been in that boat myself, and you just feel better after a little bit. At first, it's not pleasant, and then it becomes much more pleasant. So, I'm in that boat myself, and have been for a few months now, 4 months or something. But yeah, enjoying it, and yeah, like it was said in the blue screen, heroin can help you keep your figure thin. So you never really know. Okay, but thanks for getting with us there, John. Always appreciate it. And you're at your answers down with Alpha and Charlie. Next, we're going to go down to K8ZIN. Joe, how you doing, Joe? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick and Knight. I am going to go with Mercedes-Benz for the main question, because it seems like that would be something that they would do. And for the second question, for the ultimate question, I am going to go with the fencing. I believe that was A, Alpha. Didn't do a whole lot this weekend. Things were slow at work, so I picked up a second job, so that's pretty much what I was doing most of the weekend. And now I get to go to sleep and get up and go back to work tomorrow. Fun, fun, fun. 73 off, KE8, ZIN, back to net.
All right, thank you, Joe. Good to hear you out there. Sorry about the second job or having to work the extra, but get out there and get it done. Do what you have to do. We got your answers down for Charlie and Alpha, and thanks for checking with us there. Oh, also, just so you're aware, your audio was very clear, but it was very, very quiet. So just so you're aware of that, whenever you're using to get in, it was pretty quiet, but you were definitely fully readable. And thank you again. Next, we get on to AF5JB, who was in and out, and that takes us down to K8WA, Gary. Oh, actually, Gary's also in and out. He said earlier that he had to step away, was heading off, and he gave us his trivia answers in the blue screen as Alpha and Bravo. So next, and the next station is going to be K8BHQ, Ben. How you doing, Ben? And what do you have for us tonight?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO, KE8BHQ. Not much traffic. Just had a lazy Sunday, did some laundry, and hung out with some friends. I'll just get right to the trivia. I'm going to go with Delta and Bravo. That's about all I have, and I'll give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
All right, thank you, Ben. Got you down there for Delta and Bravo. It's good to have a nice, relaxing weekend. That's kind of what I did this weekend. Didn't do a lot. Got some stuff done around the house and didn't really get out much. But that's all right. That's what sometimes you got to do. Keep your sanity. All right, our next station here is WB2UFO, Larry. I haven't seen Larry on here before. I think he might be a new check-in. But let's see what he's got for the Beacon Net tonight. Larry, take it away.
Calling me in, WB2UFO, hi.
Affirmative, Larry. This is K8QKO on the Beacon Net. And you're next up on our list, WB2UFO. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
Okay, this is Larry, WB2UFO here in Mesa, Arizona. And I'm going to be the outlier here. I know I'm the minority of this, but I'm going to say that it's pre-computer, so it's before computers, and it's engineering. And with pre-computer and engineering and the name of the person, that tells me Germany and Mercedes. So I'm going to Mercedes. I don't remember which letter it was, but that's mine. And as for we got a dropout here, and I missed the whole question and all the possibilities. And since everybody else has got it, I have to believe that it was a local dropout. And hey, I don't know a whole lot about the Rolling Stones anyway. Hey, with that, I just want to add that we're here at the Silver, what do you call it? An RV resort, and it's like a summer camp for adults. We're having a great time here. We have a lot of clubs and things. One of which was an amateur radio club we started this year, and there was a tower on top of the clubhouse, which they were not using any longer. It was back when TV was all on the air, and they had to distribute the TV to all the campers. So the tower is there, and hey, we put a Mosley TA-33 on top of that, and today we made our first contact. From on 20 meters from Arizona to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Anyway, we got it working. That's what the thing is for. So anyway, with that, thanks for being there. Trivia contest is really fun. I'm enjoying this. This is WB2UFO, and hey, my wife is here too. She's Kilo Bravo 9 Bravo Alpha Lima. Hi guys, she's waving and saying hello. WB2UFO. Bye.
All right, thank you, Larry. Can you want to come back? Looks like my NetLogger got it. Kilo Bravo 9 Delta Lima. Wait, that's not right. Hey, Larry, can you come back with your wife's call sign? We can put her on the list as a check-in.
Okay, the call sign is Whiskey Bravo 2 Uniform Foxtrot Oscar WB2UFO. You got that correct. And hey, that's not even a vanity call. I've been accused of us being a vanity call. But I was WN2UFO in 1964. And my wife, Kilo Bravo 9 Bravo Alpha Lima. Kilo Bravo 9, beautiful and lovely. You like that? WB2UFO and KG9BAL. Bye.
All right, thank you, Larry. We got your wife Ann down there as Kilo Bravo 9, beautiful and lovely. Good to hear from you there. Always welcome to join us up on the Beacon Net. The net starts up at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we start taking early check-ins at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you're welcome to join us anytime you want on Wednesdays and Sundays. Okay, I'm going to go back up to another station that I talked to a minute ago, see if he's still around, because apparently we completely missed his trivia answers. K8BHQ Ben, if you're still out there, do you want to come back with your trivia for us? All right, hearing nothing there. Perhaps Ben stepped away. I'm almost certain I repeated his trivia answers. Maybe it was somebody else's. I thought I repeated his, but they totally left my head after I did it. We didn't get them written down. So that is our bad, but hopefully we can maybe get back with them later. And next we're going to go down to, our next station was ZL2BEZ, Paul from New Zealand, who was in and out, and that takes us down to KE5 NCP. Tom. How you doing, Tom? And what do you have for us tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Nick at night, and everybody else on the net this evening. Currently 37 degrees here in Oklahoma, so it's cooling down over here a little bit. We had a low of 22 this morning, so it was kind of a cold night, but anyway, going to warm up this week real nice, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, we won't be around here next Sunday night. We're going to make a road trip up to Illinois to pick up a motorhome we purchased this afternoon. So anyway, fun road trip for sure. And hope to be back in here before Wednesday for of next week after next. Get this straight in my mind here. But anyway, gonna be a long week this week, waiting to leave to go up there But anyway, it'll be a fun time. My trivia answers are going to be Alpha for the primary and Bravo for the secondary. And with that, we don't really have much else to say, so everybody have a good evening there. 73, KE5NCP, back to net.
All right, Tom, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Bravo. And yeah, good luck on getting that RV home. You know, I'll tell you what, it's not a bad time when you go to pick up an RV and you have to drive it back, because then you have someplace to stay on the way back. You don't have to go to a hotel room or anything. So enjoy it, and good luck. Next we have, I need to identify. This is K8QKO, the WAWKY repeater, going through the check-ins for the BeaconNet. And our next station is KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, good afternoon, or I should say good evening, everybody. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get these two questions out of the way. As far as the main trivia question, I think it's going to be D. And for the alternate trivia question, it's going to be B. And of course, yes, I can think of many other things that can be done, like seeing KI5DAY playing a jug in Cornwall Lagoon's jug band. The only thing is, what note will he be playing? I don't know whether it be a high note or a very low note, depending on the size of the jug. Oh, that's going to be something funny. But anyways, I'll just sit back, relax, and wait for the answers to come out. This is KI5TAQ.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answers down as Bravo and Delta. And our final station here was KB9BAL in and out. And that takes us to the bottom of our list. So this is K8QKO, the WWKY repeater, ready to take another round of check-ins for the BeaconNet. So if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KD8KQO, Net Control. Hi, Nick. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. I'm on here for a short, so I won't be on long. Back to Net Control. Phil, WV3K.
All right, I'll take it right there. All right, Phil, WV3K, your short time. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I thought I was just going to head on to bed. I've been pretty tired. Fell asleep a couple times here with Robin talking to me and stuff, and watching TV, some Science Channel, and I ended up knocking out. So I guess I must be pretty tired. So anyway, it also foretells what kind of activity level I had through the day, which wasn't accomplishing a whole lot, but did get rest. So anyway, I'm feeling it now to go to bed, and I just want to say I hope that everyone has a very wonderful net. I didn't hear the questions, so I don't know what to give you for answers. If you want me to do so, you can have someone read them back to me. But other than that, had a wonderful day. It was very nice outside, but very cold. And when the winds start kicking up, temperatures obviously did drop more. So it was well within the mid to lower 20s, and otherwise we had a very beautiful day. So I'm going to turn it over back to you, Nick, and let me know if you want me to answer the questions or not. I'll have to have them read back, though. KDKQO, this is WV3K. Back to Net Control.
All right, so I'll tell you what I'll do. We have another station that's about ready to turn into a pumpkin, so I'm going to go up and talk to him for a minute and get his comments and answers, and then I'll get the trivia questions reread for us, and I'll try to come back to you and see if you're still out there to answer the questions. But it sounds like KD8 EPC Dustin is about ready to not be able to make it much further. So we're going to call on him, get his traffic and his answers for the trivia, and then we're going to give him reread, and then we're going to call back to Phil to see if he wants the answer. So, Dustin, take it away.
All right, K8QKO and the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC. Yeah, we are about to turn into a pumpkin there. Let's see, for the first answer, I'm going to go with Mercedes. And for my second answer, I'm going to go with Delta, the Cornwaldo Bean and Bluegrass Hoedown answer there. Little known fact was I sat in on the recording of the last album the Cornwaldo Bean and Bluegrass Hoedown did. Played the mandolin and the guitar for them. So there you go. Don't have a whole lot. It was a busy weekend. I'm tired and waiting for my weekend to come around. 2 more days. So with that, we'll say 73, turn it back to Net Control, and we'll say hello to Phil there in the bottom of the list. With that, this is KD8EPC. Back to K8QKO. Have a great rest of the net there, Nick.
All right, Dustin. Thank you, sir. Got you down there for Charlie and Delta. And part of you wonders maybe what medicinal thing you were taking when you suddenly started remembering that recording. But that's maybe a conversation for another day. Okay, let's get our trivia questions read for us again here. We're going to go up and talk to K8VZA. Eric, here to take away and read the primary question for us.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back with your trivia question reread. Okay, Joseph F. Engelberger, who was considered the father of robotics, created the world's first industrial robot in 1961, which was used on the assembly line for what automotive company? Choices are Alpha, General Motors, B, Chrysler, Charlie, Mercedes-Benz, or Delta, Ford. KE8VZA back to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Let's go down next and talk to KF5DAY and get the alternate question read for us. Alan, take it away.
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee. All right, tonight's rereading of the alternate trivia question is as follows. Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is not only famous for being the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, but he is also skilled in the art of A, sword fencing, B, ballet dancing, C, Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's martial art style, or D, playing the jug in the Cornwaldo Bean Bluegrass Hoedown. KI5DAY back to net. Oh, and
all right, thank you, Alan, for the another fine toot. All right, let's go down and talk to WV3K. Phil, do you have answers for our trivia tonight?
Oh, yeah, Nick, tonight I have all the answers. Now, which one is the right one, that's a different story. I like them, though, and thanks for the little choo-choo there. I guess your little button isn't working tonight, so, but it sounded good enough. Oh, my goodness. That was funny to me. Okay, thank you. So there. Anyway, I think I'm going to go on the first one, which I don't really have an answer, I don't think, for. That would be logically correct, but it could be, and just never know. That's what makes it fun, I guess. You either know it or you don't. I think he exercised with learning some of the Kinti Joe exercises or workout with Bruce Lee, and some of our entertainers have gotten involved with that with him, like James Colburn and Chuck Norris, and I just think that it might be a possibility that could fall into place. Secondly, the second one, I think I'll go with the Bravo on that one, and sure enough, because I didn't think long enough or think hard on it, it probably isn't right. So, and that's okay, because I really don't care. Anyway, I want to say hey to my buddy Dustin, who yelled out at me, and Nick, who's probably behind the curtain, and Andy, if he's up and operating, and Nick, thank you so much for being on station tonight to work the net. It's you're doing really, really nice. Your audio is fantastic, and anyway, many blessings to all. To all that are on the station and also those who are listening. And we send our love out to you guys and to the gals as well. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Net Control for the Beacon Net KQO, or QK, yeah, KQO, I believe. WV3K, the Nick at Night. Thanks a lot, buddy. Good talking with you, and you sound great.
All right, thank you, Phil. It's good to hear from you. And, yeah, get some rest, sleep tight, all those things. Hopefully I'm not too far behind you. All right, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. And we are opening up here for another round of check-ins. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Whiskey November 8, Sierra, Charlie, India, and I'll be in and out.
W8WKY.
Kilo, India 6, Foxtrot Oscar Zulu, KI6 FOZ, Tom in Los Angeles. I'll be in and out.
Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs.
Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo, Whiskey Japan 9 Echo, Mike in Indiana.
All right, good order list of check-ins there. I have WN8SCI Walter, who is in and out. I have KI6FOV Tom, who is in and out. I have K6KJV Kevin, and I have WJ9E Mike. So let's go up and talk to you, K6KJV Kevin. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening? Or actually, he's marked as in and out on my NetLogger. I might have missed that. Kevin, are you out there? Do you have traffic for us?
This is K6KJV, Rev Kev from Valley Springs, California. First time checking into this net, and so I'm just listening, checking it out, seeing what's going on with everybody, and I'll give you some answers. I'm going to say Mercedes and ballet. I don't really want to picture Mick Jagger in a tutu, but I'll say ballet. So with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control from K6KGB.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Charlie and Bravo. Yeah, the net meets every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So come back and join us whenever you can. We're always happy to have people out here and have a good time. All right, the next station we have here is WJ9E. Mike, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening there, Nate. You got Mike here in Rush County, Indiana, about 45 miles east of Indianapolis. Let's see what we got outside, 25 degrees, so about -4 or 5 degrees Celsius. It's chilly out there, it's real chilly. Didn't catch the questions for the night. I just chimed in, and I'd be more than happy to give you an answer there if you can maybe fill me in on that there, Nate. Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo, back to you, sir.
All right, not a problem there, Mike. We've got 2 questions on tonight, so we'll go back and get them both read for you, and then we'll come back to you to get the answer. So we're going to start with K8VZA. Eric, can you read the primary question for us again, sir?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with a reread of the main trivia question. Joseph F. Engelberger, who is considered the father of robotics, created the world's first industrial robot in 1961. This was used on the assembly line for what automotive company? A. General Motors, Bravo, Chrysler, Charlie, Mercedes-Benz, or Delta, Ford. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Let's go down to KF5DAY Alan and get the alternate question read for us again. Alan, take it away.
Mercedes on the number 1, and then I'm just going to throw number 2 out in the dark there and just see what happens to be, I guess. But yeah, that's all I got on this in there, Nate. Everybody have a fun, safe, and fun and healthy weekend. And 73, and God bless from Indiana. Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo. Back to you, Nate.
All right, thank you, Mike. We got your primary answer down as Charlie, and a pass on the second answer. Good. Thanks for getting with us there, and always appreciate it. And yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, so this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. We're going through a list of check-ins to the BeaconNet. We're actually at the bottom of our list for the check-ins at BeaconNet. So if there's anyone else out there that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo for a check-in, for a quick check.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, go with your recheck.
Thank you, Nick and Knight. I just wanted to say I think I goofed up on answering the question that didn't have any context to the answers that were given. Oh, I must really be ready for the rack. I'm going to go with Ford, and I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, back to you, Nick, to control. Nick, you're doing a great job. I'm out of here. WV3K here in Canal Fulton, and I'm clear. God bless everyone.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answers updated to Delta and Charlie. Okay, one more round here, one more time. Anyone who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Oh, and by the way, this will be the last round of check-ins before we go up to our net control stations and get our answers for the trivia. So if you want to get an answer to the trivia, this is your chance.
Alpha Lima 8 Tango, AL18 Nate in Kodiak, Alaska.
All right, one more there. AL18 Nate, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Alpha Lima Tango returning, not too much going on. Just figured I'd chime in and say hi. Thanks for running the net. And I guess for trivia, I'll go Delta And as always, Mr. Cornwaldo Beans at Delta again. Yeah, I'll leave it with that. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and here's to a good week. Alpha Lima 8 Tango back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you on there for Delta and Delta. Okay, next we're going to go up to talk to KE8QWE Mike. See if he's still out there. Mike, are you out there? Do you have traffic for the net tonight? All right, nothing heard. Perhaps Mike had to step off and we missed him. That'll take us down to next, KD8SLG. Just Nick. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick and all of the Beacon netizens. Great to hear everybody out there. Really good to hear Nate in there, ALAT. And happy to hear you there, Nate. Glad you could make it in here tonight. That's awesome. Let's start with trivia. I'm going with Ford. And, yeah, I'm going with Ford. I know that the asker of tonight's question happens to be a Ford driver. That car is named Mando. Pretty cool. The alternate trivia tonight, man, I threw in the blue screen there. I had this horrible vision of Mick Jagger in a leotard and ballet shoes thrusting a sword while doing a Bruce Lee stance, because I can't say whatever that is, and blowing on a jug of whiskey. I'm going to go with D for my answer there. And everybody, you got to remember, if you choose the Cornwaldo Bean answer, you got to say Cornwaldo Bean on the air. And I do want to remind everybody of a little piece of Cornwaldo Bean trivia there. The bluegrass hoedown eventually morphed into what we now know as the band called Spinal Tap. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Nick.
All right, thank you, Nick. Hey, I'm curious, was that band ever called Spinal Bean before it was Spinal Tap? I don't know. Just curious how their naming convention went before they got to their final name. All right, so trivia. I was going to go with Ford, but I'm not anymore. I was thinking about it during the net, and I'm thinking that seems like way too obvious of an answer. And so I was going to go with Mercedes, because back then, if you're trying to sell a Mercedes, maybe having some sort of robot of putting some small part on there might have made it a little more incentivized or something. And I also wonder if the union would have been super keen on having a robot on the assembly line back then too. So I'm going to guess Mercedes from the primary question. And the alternate question is going to be Charlie. I'm going to go with the Bruce Lee stance, and because Really Guns convinced me of that, and he actually answered it. Usually it's just the great state of Oklahoma, but he seemed very, very certain. So I'm going to hop on his bandwagon and guess Charlie for the alternate question. Okay, so that's going to take us down to, well, let me identify real quick. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, getting our trivia answers. We're going to go down and talk to K8VZA Eric and get his comments. He can break for time and give us his answer to the primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. Good to hear everyone out there tonight. Had kind of a relaxing weekend here. One of my nephews and one of my nieces and that same nephew's girlfriend showed up in town this weekend, and we had brunch at my parents' house. It was a nice visit with everyone. My wife and I went over there, and it was a surprise visit. It was a nice surprise. Anyway, trivia, I'm going to abstain from the first answer, obviously, and I'm going to answer Alpha for sword fencing. I don't know why that's tugging at one of my brain cells. Mick Jagger with a sword could also be a bad situation, I think. But I'm going to go with Alpha for that one. And the Cornwaldo Bean answer, I seem to remember maybe Buck Owens was like a guest artist who showed up to play the mouth harp from time to time back in the day. Something tugging at another brain cell on that one. But with that, I'll take a break, and then I will read the answer to the main trivia question.
Actually, can you hold on that, Eric?
Okay, Nick, we'll hold on.
Thank you, sir. I just realized that we did not get Alan's answer for the primary question, so let's go down to him and get his comments and his answer for the primary question, and then I'll come back to you to get to both of you to get the answers for the trivia. So, KI5, DAY Alan, go ahead with your comments for the net, along with your answer for the primary question.
Alrighty, thank you, Nick. Yeah, I hadn't realized just then when you said that I hadn't answered it yet, so I'm definitely going to go with A. I like the sound of General Motors when it comes to that one, but we'll see. Don't have a whole lot, man. It's 3 weeks of total horribleness at my workplace last week. We were kind of undermanned in my area, and due to some mismanagement between crew chiefs and supervisors, but we got it all worked out. But I just went yesterday and found me a 2021, what was it, Jeep Cherokee Latitude Lux SUV that's going to be my daily driver now, so I can park my Charger and start doing some things to it. But, yeah, spent some quality time at the dealership, but it was a good dealership. They were not a high-pressure sales place, and they pretty good at actually to sell, and they didn't try to oversell me on anything, and I didn't buy anything, so I just bought the car outright, so I was pretty happy with that. But I'll be picking it up, I guess, Wednesday or Thursday, but all is good in the hood, and I'm a little tired. Can't wait to sit down and watch some TV and have some rubber chicken. Some hot cocoa with marshmallows. Yeah, A is going to be my answer for the primary question, and rubber chicken says...
All right. Thank you, Alan, and congratulations on the new vehicle. And, yeah, you know, rubber chickens, they can have their advantages. For example, their water is not going to freeze in the wintertime like mine did today when my heated dog bowl that I usually give them water in stopped working and the water froze. And I'm like, crap, I have to order another one of these on Amazon, so it should be here tomorrow. But thanks for the trivia questions tonight, Alan. Thanks for your answers. And let's go back up to Eric, K8VZA, to get our primary answer read for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the reading of the main trivia answer. Okay, John F. Engelberger, considered the father of robotics, created the world's first industrial robot in 1961, which was used on the assembly line at General Motors. John Engelberger was president of the company Unimation that he co-founded with inventor George Devol, D-E-V-O-L. Engelberger collaborated with Devol to engineer and produce an industrial robot under the brand Unimate. Kind of reminds me of the Jetsons, right? The first Unimate robotic arm was installed at a General Motors plant in Ewing Township, New Jersey, E-W-I-N-G, Township, New Jersey, in 1961. So if you answered Alpha, you were correct. But I heard some answers there, like the Ford answer that that Henry Ford and his engineers were the pioneers of the assembly line. That was definitely a good way to go, but it wasn't really the right one at this point. And I'm sure Ford rushed to get one right after GM had one to stay competitive, as did probably Chrysler, and Mercedes-Benz probably did at some point. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is KE8VZA. Main trivia answer was Alpha. Back to net control.
All right. right, thank you, Eric. Another fine trivia question. Okay, let's go down and talk to KI5DA1 and get the answer for alternate question. Alan, take it away.
Alrighty, we'll try this again. KI5DAY in the net. Tonight's alternate trivia question was, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is not only famous for being the lead singer of the Rolling Stones, but he's also skilled in, the choices were A, sword fencing, B, ballet dancing, C, Jeet Kune Do, the martial arts style of Bruce Lee, or D, playing the jug in the Cornwaldo Bluegrass Hoedown. And the actual answer is ballet dancing. Yeah, he was definitely into the ballet dancing because he trains like 4 to 5 times a week in ballet dancing. That's how he stayed in such shape and always was skinny, because he was always dancing, and that's his thing. And ballet proved to be a very vital part of his learning to do the moves on stage. He incorporates some of that into his stage moves. If you watch, you can see the ballet things in there a little bit. He was quite the madman on stage. But anyways, yeah, there's another alternate trivia for you. Hope you enjoyed it. KI5DAY, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you for another fine alternate question there, Alan. We always appreciate it. If I hadn't changed my answer, I would have got that one. But that's all right. The fun is the trivia of all the conversation it has, not necessarily always getting the answer right. Okay, this is K8QKO in the WWKY repeater. And we've had all of our comments and all of our trivia questions and answers given out. So we are going to open it up here for one more round. I say again, one more round of anyone out there lingering that would like to check into the BeaconNet before we close this thing down. So if you would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KC5RBG recheck.
Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra. Michael in. Where's you gone? Greet result.
All right, let's go up and talk to, we had KC5RBG with a recheck, and we had VY1MGS, Michael with the check-in. So let's go up and talk to Shannon for the recheck, and then we'll go down and talk to Michael for his comments for that. So Shannon, take it away.
Thank you there, Nick and Knight, KC5RBG. I don't know if Alan knows or not, but Mike Jagger was a student of Bruce Lee, as well as several other well-known stars like Abdul Karim Jabbar, the basketball player, and several others. He trained a lot of Hollywood and high-profile clients, and yeah, he was also a student of Bruce Lee. So anyway, figured I'd throw that in there. KC5RBG.
All right, thank you for that information there, Shannon. And next we're going to go down to VY1MGS. Michael, how you doing, sir? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra returning. Hey, greetings everyone. Thanks for taking my check-in. Thanks for being there. And while I hang out with my wife and butter on a few other things here. Appreciate it. In the office, back in the office now here. Just wanted to reach out and say hi and thank you. So minus 4 degrees Charlie here, that's about 25 degrees Foxtrot. pretty nice weather, actually. Hope you're all doing well. Have a great rest of your evening. How are you doing? Victor Yankee 1, Mike Golf Sierra.
All right, we're doing fantastic, Michael. Fantastic. It's a little chilly here. But it's in the, I think it's in the 20s here somewhere too. Hopefully, I think it's supposed to warm up and get into the 50s sometime later this week, which will be, awesome. But yeah, looking forward to this winter weather winding down, so we can start doing some more fun summer activities. Thanks for being with us there. It's good to hear from you, and yeah, really appreciate it. All right, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8KWE, K8VZA, K8SLG, K8EPC, K5DAY, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us for the next edition of the BeaconNet on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73 all.
W8WKY.